Pokemon. An innocent game full of cute creatures and fun stories. Or is it? What if I told you there was a much darker side to the franchise we all know and love? Hello and welcome. My name's Sean, and in this series we're going to be looking at some of the strangest creatures to exist in the Pokemon universe. The ghost types. In this episode, we're going to be staring death in the face. This is Duskull. As always, here's the stats. Duskull, the requiem Pokemon, is a ghost-type Pokemon introduced in Generation 3. It is number 355 in the National Dex, has a height of 0.8 meters and a weight of 15 kilograms. The appearance of Duskull appears to be heavily inspired by the legends of the Grim Reaper. Its body appears to be a black cloak with a skull on the back, and its face appears to be a skull or perhaps a mask of a skull. Behind the mask we can see a single solitary red eye glowing ominously. Duskull is a nocturnal Pokemon, and much like a lot of the ones we've covered before, prefers to live in thick forests and abandoned buildings. In the anime, Duskull is seen to jump out and like to scare people, most notably in the episode Fear Factor Phony, where two Duskull create the illusion of a haunter to drive away a group of psychic-type Pokemon that are bothering them. It is revealed that a character called Tommy Grimm found a Duskull many years ago, and in present day it has evolved and became the Dusclops that he has now. Here's where things get rather disturbing. Duskull is said to steal children that have been scolded by their parents. It is said to actually love the cries of startled children in distress, and in fact will make itself invisible and float through walls to scare them. Duskull is said to be capable of floating through any kind of wall, regardless of how thick or what material it may be made from. It is said that once a Duskull has you in its sights, it will not stop pursuing you until the sun rises. When this happens, the Duskull will retreat and flee into the darkness. Legends tell that a single stare from the red eye of a Duskull is enough to make even the toughest person freeze up out of fear. Picture this. You are walking, perhaps late at night. You feel a cold chill in the air. You look up and you see a red, ominous glow. You can't move. You're terrified. And even if you could, you couldn't possibly run until sunrise. Could you? Let's look at some rather interesting facts about Duskull. Duskull can be seen as a parallel to Shuppet in Generation 3. They both evolve at level 37, and both have the same total of base stats. Duskull is very similar to the Grim Reaper as we know it in Western culture, but it may also be based on a Japanese legend. The Namahagi is a creature which wears a mask and a cloak, much like Duskull. Physically, Duskull is very similar to a Hitodama, said to be a representation of the human soul in Japanese culture. That concludes this episode on Duskull. If you enjoyed, please do leave a like and subscribe. As always, don't forget to check out my social media. Thank you so much for watching this series, and until next time, don't get scared.